Welcome to Four Downs. As usual, I'm joined by Andrew Beaton and Chris Cusack. I'm Danny Nolan here to give you the latest on Duke football. Guys, going into Atlanta, had a chance to win the Coastal Division, but Georgia Tech comes out with a victory.
Yeah, that yellow jacket triple option really stopped Duke again. That's been the story of Duke's struggle against Georgia Tech for 5 years. They can't really stop the triple option. And Georgia Tech racked up over 300 yards on the ground. Duke was never really as close as the score indicated, I didn't think, because they weren't able to stop Georgia Tech at any point in the game. Georgia Tech was successful in just about all their third down attempts, and that was the story.
But the one thing that did impress me about the Blue Devils was that they did hang with them for most of this game. And if you look at the way Georgia Tech had performed in previous weeks, dropping 68 points against North Carolina, they had the potential to do a lot more, and the Duke defense never gave up really big plays, which has been a problem for them. Georgia Tech only averaged 4 to 5 yards per carry, and Duke did have a lot of chances on third down. They just couldn't come through when it counted.
So now they play Miami this weekend, and this game doesn't mean near as much as it did only days ago. The announcement that Miami now is a self-imposed bowl ban. They won't be playing in the postseason play of the ACC championship game or in postseason bowl play at all. What does that mean for the game this weekend between Duke and Miami?
The question is, when you look at Miami's, we've seen so many different Miami teams this year. We've seen a Miami team that wiped the floor with South Florida 40-9 last week, but then we also look a week before that, they lost 41-40 to a Virginia team. So on a week-to-week basis, it's easy to question the motivation of the Miami Hurricanes, and now that they're not playing for a bowl game anymore, what's Saturday going to be like?
Well, I think you have the same issue really with Duke in that they don't really know what they're playing for this week. They're not playing for the ACC Coastal Crown. They're already guaranteed a bowl spot. That 7th win guarantees them a winning season, but it doesn't really affect it doesn't affect them in any way going to a bowl. So it'll be interesting to see if they come out inspired, especially with the students gone on Thanksgiving break.
It's a good opportunity to definitely practice for that bowl game. They'll have a chance to go through that running game that has struggled a little bit in the past couple weeks, playing some good competition in Florida State, Clemson, and Georgia Tech now, but nevertheless a good opportunity to tune up. So they still have to play the game on Saturday. It's going to be in Durham for the first time in a while. What is the game going to be like?
I think Duke wins this game 31-21. I think you're right in that I don't think Miami has as much to play for. I think we've seen the good and the bad and the ugly with Miami, and I think we'll get the ugly this weekend.
I really agree with you. I just think it'll be a little higher scoring. I think both of these offenses have shown a lot throughout the year, while both of the defenses have been really hit or miss. I think the Blue Devils take it 38-31.
I'm going to say 31-24 Duke. First time in a long time we've all said Duke is going to win. It's at home. It's a game that's very underwhelming compared to what it could have been only 2 weeks ago. But nevertheless, it's a game that has to be played, and I think Duke goes out there and gets their first winning season in a long time. So that's going to do it for Four Downs. Once again, for Andrew Beaton and Chris Cusack, I'm Danny Nolan. Thanks a lot for joining us.